Get things underway, guys. We're recorded.
Phil, all things considered, how would you rate your team's performance with those two key injuries?
I was disappointed with how we played for 3 quarters. We showed something in the last quarter, but GWS may have put the cue in the rack then. So at least it was something for our fans, those who hadn't turned off the telly back in Adelaide. Very disappointing performance. In saying that, I don't want to take anything away from GWS. They played really well. Leon's got them playing a strong brand of footy, and we were unable to match them today.
For how much of that start went or didn't go to plan, or what you wanted to have as a plan out there?
Yeah, no, it didn't go to plan, Rooch, that's for certain. We actually invested a bit of time in changing a couple of things with our warm-up and what we did on ground. We wanted to get off to a fast start, but it was a straight reflection what they did, what we wanted to do. So all credit to them.
Did you feel with maybe you got in their faces like some of the stuff that was pushed around at the beginning that you might be able to just put them off at least for a start? Or
No, look, I don't think that stuff really cuts it anymore. I wanted to win the ground ball, win the tackle early on. Although our ground ball was okay, we just couldn't get at them to tackle them. I mean, I think we only had 40 tackles for the game and got beaten by 28 or something in tackle count. No, their speed and surge was we couldn't slow it down. Then I thought we hesitated when we should have pressed, and once you do that, you just get leapfrogged, and they were able to get us out the back. I think they might have kicked 12 goals off our turnover.
So what do you think your side rates in terms of that speed? I mean, we've seen a young side there that looks probably one of the quickest in the AFL. Where do you reckon the Crows rate for speed? Is it much about leg speed or ball movement?
No, that's the debate, right? So the problem for us today was when they had the ball, they ran at us and they were able to handball through us. Their pressure then forced us to handball. So if we had a running race, a speed running race, GWS would beat us. But that doesn't count for anything because it's the speed the ball moves. So what we had to do was kick the ball. But due to their pressure or our unwillingness to do that, we played into their hands, and it actually wasn't until we actually slowed the game down a little bit that we were actually able to get the ball inside 50. I think it was 10-0 inside 50s. So we had to go straight to plan B.
In terms of your options, how much was your versatility damaged even before this game began, and then particularly in that third quarter?
Yeah, I don't talk injuries, so no. We had a plan. We came with a plan today. We were unable to execute the plan. I think we were just beaten by a better team.
Just in terms of what you tried to, it seems as though Eddie Betts was moving a lot of different positions today. You tried to get him further up. Can you talk a bit about how you used that player today?
Well, when it's 0-10 inside 50s, there's not much point having Eddie Betts in the goal square. So we got him up around the ball. He kicked two goals straight out of stoppages where he was high up the ground. So you've got to get your influential players around where the ball is. So unfortunately we had to move Eddie a bit today. I still thought he contributed, and him and Walker probably played a little bit of a lone hand in our forward line today.
Phil, just go back to your options. If you're not going to lean on injuries, what's it doing for you in terms of your planning of what you've got to work with and how much you can make Adelaide an effective side?
Yeah, well, it means we find out about some players. So some people see difficulty in the situation. I see opportunity, and I still think we can win.
Kicking at times makes me put my hands to my head. What's it doing for you?
Yeah, I wasn't happy with the number. I just spoke to the players. We just showed a few clips. Surprisingly, we got back within 5 points there for a period. And I think Sam Jacobs missed a kick into the middle of the ground, which would have given us a great option maybe to go in front, which would have been amazing considering how the game was being played. But yeah, you've got to take your chances. We weren't able to do that, although our efficiency wasn't too bad at times today, even better than last week in some quarters.
But it's the timing of some of those mistakes.
Yeah, exactly that. Yeah, McKay, don't want to individualise people because I asked them to put their hands up who missed a target that cost us. And against this team, when you miss that target, you then all have to run again. And that's what happened to us too much today.
What are they telling you about what they feel in that? I mean, we all know that you'd be training it, but what are they feeling on the field when they're missing their target?
They're frustrated, Rooch. I mean, I'm asking them to go for some kicks. They're not coming off. Guess what? I'm saying, suck it up, guys. If we want to be the team that we all want us to be, we've got to be able to hit those targets. I'm not going to shy away from it. It's easy just to bail out and kick long down the line, but I don't think that's going to get you goals in this competition.
Will Endeavour be enough? Like that last quarter, they've kept the game alive for themselves, but is Endeavour going to be enough for your group?
Well, the only thing I'll say about the last quarter, and shows the character of this footy club to me, and what this group's done and how hard they've been prepared to work. I challenged them at three-quarter time, and they at least, for our fans back home, to get it back to 24 points when I was looking in the coach's box, it looked like 15-goal loss to me. That, I don't think we can dismiss that, and I won't use the injuries, but we were down to one rotation as well. So there's character in this squad, Rooch.
When you talk about, you'll find out about some players, you did in the end use D-Mac in defence. What did you learn about him then?
I thought he was all right today, had his moments. He's got caught on a couple of matchups that I wasn't happy with, but in our back six, that's going to happen right where we are at the moment. I thought he was serviceable. End of the day, though, we just didn't have enough guys who got the job done in the midfield, and our backs had to, what did we defend? I think it was the inside 50 count, yeah. But at one stage, the inside 50 count was 24 to high 30s. Now, it ended up, and I hate talking stats, it ended up 41-50, which probably flattered us a little bit in that last quarter.
Do you feel vulnerable in the middle if you have the numbers you've got there now?
I feel vulnerable in the middle against Mumford in that centre bounce, and that's, you know, that's something we pride ourselves on. Scott Camporelli and Matt Clark done fantastic. We're ranked really highly in that area, goals from centre bounce, all that. Today it was an area where we were shown up.
Phil, just on Shane Mumford's game today, what did you think of his efforts against, you know, quality opposition in Jacobs?
Yeah, I don't like commenting on other players. I thought Jacobs performed well, but in the centre bounce, I thought Mumford was influential.
As someone who's looking at the competition, what do you think of an expansion club like this one now, the GWS? Is that a sign today of the game getting a new threat? No,
look, I said at the start, congratulations to Leon and his coaching staff. They've got a young group, they've got them playing well, got them playing as a team. There's a lot to like about them. I think there was only, 10,000 here today. There should get more people out to watch them, in my opinion.
Do you deviate from what you think should be the Adelaide game plan because you don't now have the numbers to play? Do you reinvent something from here?
No, we'll stick to what we're trying to do. Maybe, like today, we just need to react a little bit quicker to what we saw in front of us, and I thought it probably took us too long to do that today, particularly in that first quarter. Thanks for coming up, Rich.